Green Lantern Corps number 4 is written by Morgan Hampton and Jeremy Adams, with art by V. Ken Marion and Amanke Nalpan, colors by R.F. Prianto, and letters by Dave Sharp. The title of this issue is Ride Along. Simon Baz is working on his car in a garage on the planet Oa. At first it seems kinda weird because he's using actual tools to tinker with a construct car, but it turns out to be an exact replica of his real car back home, and Simon has been assembling this version of it out of individual construct pieces, perfectly replicating the experience of building a real car in his garage. The only difference is that the pieces are made from willpower. This is a really cool idea. It's a unique way to express Simon's creativity while keeping him anchored to his life on Earth, and it feels like it's building on the whole concept of the way Jon Stewart builds his constructs. Simon is interrupted when Ellie Rose and Kelly come looking for a replacement part that they can't find anywhere, and Ellie Rose lets slip that today is Kelly's 12th birthday. Simon makes the obligatory joke about Teen Lantern only being 12. And yeah, I know, it seems weird, but keep in mind that Peter Parker started calling himself Spider-Man when he was only 15, so these names aren't always going to be literal. Simon only has Earth parts in his garage, so he uses this as an excuse to take the girls on a road trip. They climb into Simon's construct car and drive over to a space station built inside of the body of a dead Starro, which is as cool as it is gross. Ellie decides to stay in the car so Simon and Kelly will have time to bond, and they end up haggling with a sleazy shop owner who really wants to sell Kelly's gauntlet on the black market. Before the Lanterns knew what was happening, they were hit with a blinding flash of light that trapped their minds inside some kind of maze, where they have an hour to confront their most traumatic memories or else their brains will melt. Ellie Rose notices a change in Simon and Kelly's vital signs when they get zapped, and she's able to project herself into the mind maze with them. She finds Simon in an interrogation room in Guantanamo Bay, the same room where he was being unjustly held until a ring chose him way back in 2012 in the pages of Green Lantern number 0. But Simon isn't the only one flashing back to an origin story. He and Ellie walk through a door and find Kelly reliving the moment where she received her gauntlet from a dying alien in a Green Lantern uniform. This is straight out of Young Justice number 9, published in 2019. It's the only substantial look at Teen Lantern's origin we've ever had, and the contents of this issue have been ignored for years. So I was honestly shocked to turn the page and see this moment revisited. Only, something's wrong. What the dying alien says here is different from what he said in Young Justice number 19. In Young Justice, he tells Kelly to exploit the gauntlet's power for all it's worth, and then destroy it before something bad happens. Here, he's frantically pleading with Kelly to destroy the gauntlet as quickly as possible, before it has the chance to destroy everything. And Kelly recognizes that this isn't what happened the first time. Which is odd because this mind maze is pulling this moment out of her own memories. I think it's worth mentioning that a few issues ago, in Green Lantern number 21, Kelly seemed to be having a pretty bad headache, and Ellie Rose was concerned because this has apparently been happening for a while. My main complaint about Kelly's portrayal lately has been the fact that she's being positioned as this super genius when that directly contradicts her origin story in Young Justice number 9. And now we're revisiting and apparently retconning Young Justice number 9, and I can't help but wonder, are those headaches a sign that her genius-level intellect is something that was never supposed to exist? We still know virtually nothing about her gauntlet, where it came from, or how it works. Could it be doing something to her? Is it altering her mind to make her smarter? Is it changing her memories to protect itself? I don't know, but I am very excited. I didn't think we were ever going to get a story like this. I figured Young Justice number 9 got overlooked and overwritten and that was that. And the only people who'd ever remember it enough to be frustrated about it are me and some of my audience because I never stopped bringing it up. I was happy enough to be revisiting Simon's backstory, so the fact that we're also going to flesh out Kelly's origin, this is something I've wanted for a very long time, and I can't wait to see what happens. There's also this plotline about Guy Gardner being asked to help with some of Kilowog's workload by taking new recruits into the field to get some on-the-job experience. Jessica says this is necessary because the Corps is getting more and more new members every day, and it's more than Kilowatt can handle, which makes zero sense since we know that recruitment is no longer automated. The only way you get a new Green Lantern now is for an existing Green Lantern to personally evaluate and select them. If anything, there should be fewer new recruits coming in slower than ever. Also, Jessica is being written completely out of character in this scene. She's being portrayed as this ultra-confident, no-nonsense boss who's assertive and has everything figured out, and it seems to me that the main reason to put Jess in charge is because she isn't any of those things. The job of Corps Captain should be something she has to struggle with and grow into, because that gives us both drama and character development. As it is, it feels like she's been flattened into a generic boss character. Also, she's wearing this Guardian-style outfit for some reason, when in every other issue of this series she's just worn her normal Green Lantern uniform. The only other time Jessica has worn this particular outfit was the last time this artist drew an issue of Green Lantern, namely the Fractured Spectrum one-shot. I don't know why V-Ken Marion thinks that Jessica wears Guardian cosplay to work, but the editor should really straighten this out. Anyway, Guy gets stuck with this rookie named Narf, who I'm definitely going to call Snarf by mistake, and he's a literal scaredy cat, which is kinda funny I guess, but I think they'll probably subvert it in another issue or two. They keep portraying Narf as this terrified weakling, while also gesturing towards the idea that it's the small, unassuming ones you have to watch out for. Guy and Narf walk right into the office of Evil Star. And hey, I just had a Q&A question about where he's been, so good timing. And he's even back to wearing his classic uniform, which is a very welcome sight. Evil Star is running an illegal smuggling business out of the same space station that Simon took the girls. Guy offers to look the other way as long as Evil Star finds him information about the whereabouts of Starbreaker. Evil Star's counteroffer is to shoot them with a giant gun that looks like it could destroy the entire station. I'm not sure how much Snarf is really getting out of this experience. So that's Green Lantern Corps number 4. Now I want to hear what you have to say. Are you excited to learn more about Kelly's past? Would you rather spend a day hanging out with Simon or Guy? What should the captain of the Green Lantern Corps wear to work? Tell me all about it in the comments section down below. Hit the subscribe button if you want to hear my reaction to whatever we're about to learn about Teen Lantern's origin, and follow me on Blue Sky if you want to hear more of my thoughts on comics and everything related to them. Until next time, thank you for taking the time to watch. My name is Dan, we'll talk again soon.